probably lost the GoPro on that one. Hey guys, it's Glenn from glenscarcollection.com, and today we're driving a 2017 Lamborghini Huracan LP 580-2. And this car was provided by Lamborghini of Paramus. Contact my friend Alan in sales for any new or used Lamborghini. Support those that support us. Contact Alan at Lamborghini of Paramus. Hey guys, it's Glenn from glenscarcollection.com, and today we have a special treat. We are driving a 2017 Lamborghini Huracan 580-2. Now the 2 stands for two-wheel drive, which in this case is rear-wheel drive, unlike the all-wheel drive from the 610-4. As you know, all Huracans are powered by a 5.2-liter V10, producing 580 horsepower with 398 foot-pounds of torque, 0 to 60 in about 3 seconds. This car is currently for sale, so I'll leave a link in the description below. You contact Alan from Prestige Lamborghini. Huracans have a base price of just under $200,000, and this one is nicely equipped and has an MSRP of $224,345. Enough talking, let's hit the start button and go. Okay guys, so this car is currently for sale at Lamborghini of Paramus. So what I'll do is I'll put in a link in description for that, because I know a lot of you inquire about where can they find the Huracan. So here's one that's a brand new one that's for sale. Now the Dash 2 is actually rear wheel drive, so it weighs about 70 pounds lighter than the all wheel drive. You know, I'm a big proponent of rear wheel drive. That's my favorite spec of car. This has got the great shifting 7-speed dual clutch transmission. We're going to drive in Corsa mode, and I think my parking brake is still on.
It is.
All right, so, oh, that was easy. Just press the button and it's off. All right, so where does it show me what gear I'm in?
When you right now you're in park, pull back.
Okay.
And you're in first.
All right, great. And then I can see it right on the screen.
Yep.
Okay. And this car has a nose lift kit. I don't think we need it, but it's down.
Yep.
And it raises the nose about 2 inches or so, right?
Yes.
Okay. Because you've just seen on my channel the Murcielago and Stick LP 640. That nose lift was about, the signals are right on the wheel. That nose lift was about 2 inches, about the same. I just love V10 motors.
It's amazing to me how smooth that tranny is.
Isn't it? It's yeah, I mean,
it never ceases to amaze me that this much power can be transferred so smoothly.
Yeah, like I could tell you the first Lamborghini I did was an 04 Gallardo.
Gallardo, right? It was
tough.
As harsh could be.
Yeah,
right?
Especially around town.
And the delay.
Yeah,
that's one of the biggest differences in the Aventador is the delay.
Okay.
It's not the immediate you pull back. There's a delay and then it shifts.
Right.
That's what you don't have in this car.
Yeah.
This car, it's instantaneous, milliseconds.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's really like a race car. It's addicting to go up and down the gears. You can certainly go, even in this heavy traffic that we're going to hopefully get out of right now. The sound of that V10 is just an amazing sound, right?
Oh yeah. Music to my ears.
Yep, I always say how great a V8 is, but you know what? A V10 or a V12 is even better.
Absolutely. Sometimes more is better.
Yep. Wow. You don't realize, okay. You don't realize how fast you go. I didn't think those numbers were real. I looked at the miles per hour. I didn't think that was real. We only went 65.
Have some fun.
Yeah, this is like magic editing where I made it look super fast, but the GoPro sped up. get a little overrun on these.
Yeah, we can let it off.
Yes. All right, we'll see what we can do here. We got an open spot. We probably lost the GoPro on that one, but no. So this the fuel light comes on early on this one too, just like John's Mercy Alive.
Yeah, you got plenty. You got plenty. We got 66 miles left. We're not going 66 miles.
No, we're not.
We'll be just fine.
We're not. He tried to fool me on that too. He's like, "Oh, I just filled it up 5 minutes ago."
That's funny.
And now we're in Corsa mode. Now Corsa mode is gives me this tachometer front and center, right? Mm-hmm. It gives me it puts the suspension in a stiffer mode.
Well, this particular car doesn't have the magnetic suspension.
Oh, okay.
So this is one suspension setting.
Okay.
Your turn signals are still on, so you can just push in the middle.
There we go.
If the car was equipped with the magnetic suspension and the dynamic steering, it would change accordingly with the modes.
Okay, so the steering would get stiffer, the shocks
exactly.
Okay.
So you're gonna get on E, heading east. So you can start to move over if you want. If you can go.
So with the dual clutch transmission, you know, obviously it's faster than you can shift a manual transmission, so that's certainly one big advantage. Also, you can go down gears pretty quickly.
Oh yeah.
You could actually hold it, it'll drop you, I won't do it, but it'll drop you 2 gears if you held on to it.
Oh yeah.
What's that?
Your signal sign.
Oh, you know, I haven't gotten. I feel like
get used to.
I feel like an old man that doesn't know a signal. Yeah, you can really feel the playfulness of this rear-wheel drive. A lot of the Lamborghinis I've driven, you know, you certainly have that grip with the all-wheel drive, but it also, you got that understeer too with it, where here this is really like the best configuration. Here you have a mid-engine V10, normally aspirated motor with rear-wheel drive. And that's where I think Lamborghini has the 488 beat. So the Huracan is very fast like the 488, but the 488's doing it with the turbos, where here you have the you know, naturally aspirated engine, and you can really pull through the gears like you said. Like the 488 would have that power down low from the turbos, but it kind of gives up high, and you don't have the sound. So like the 458 had great sound. With the Lamborghinis, no matter which one you pick, have amazing sound. I'm sure you get used to it in a day with the signal, but I keep forgetting. I mean, the ride's pretty good. I mean,
it's not bad, right?
Not bad at all. I mean, it's probably equal to an equivalent, you know, 911 with the sport.
Oh yeah, and this particular car is equipped with the 19-inch wheels and tires. It gives it a little bit more of a compliant ride.
Yep.
The 610 model comes standard with 20s, gives it a little bit stiffer ride, and that's when the magnetic suspension is very recommended.
Right.
Because with the 20s, I would suggest the magnetic suspension to really just help the ride overall.
Yep. Yeah, Porsche always had that with the PASM with their 19-inch wheels. It was a pretty bumpy ride.
So you're gonna get on east.
Okay.
Just stay straight.
Oh, great. Yep. So now, if you see any bouncing with the camera here, it's not the car. New Jersey roads are just bumpy roads, and unfortunately, this is some of New Jersey's finest roads here. Now this car, you'll see in the intro, obviously the interior, these beautiful seats with the, I guess the yellow piping they call
yellow
on
piping,
it.
Yellow stitching, and the yellow seat belts.
Yep.
Got matching yellow calipers.
Yeah, those calipers are gorgeous.
Yeah.
And what do they call it? Is there a special name for this white? Is it like Blanco
this is
or something?
Bianco Monoceros.
Okay.
Yes. This is one of the standard whites.
Yeah.
This is the free white. They have a free white and a free black.
Yep.
And every other color, metallic on up, is all an option.
Gotcha.
All chargeable.
Gotcha.
They do have 2 free colors.
Now, am I getting back on the parkway?
You're gonna get towards 17.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, the biggest thing to take away, I think, is how usable this car is. You know, you think exotic car, that you're going to have to make all these compromises, and there's really none. such a compliant car, right?
Yeah, it shocks most people.
Yeah.
They don't expect it to be this smooth of a ride.
Right. And Lamborghinis are an event, you know what I mean? Like the Ferrari's kind of like the scalpel with the sharp turn in, and you know, the car that gets the spot in front of the valet is always the Lamborghini, right?
Yep.
And then looking over my shoulder, changing lanes, no problems. I just keep forgetting to set my signal off. Well, it's almost like BMW, right? Where the signal doesn't go off unless you cancel it.
Yes, similar.
Yeah. So we already got some attention in the 5 minutes we're driving this car. So if you want to have a lot of attention, you definitely want a Lamborghini, right?
Absolutely. Even in a classic white color like this, you still stand out.
Yeah. Well, I would think if somebody got it in black or gray, that could probably
blend it a little bit more.
Use it a little bit, yeah.
See, saw you coming.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm not gonna move over.
Now with these cars, you could really, yeah, I can see somebody's on the other side of the highway here, but they're watching us. So
I'm trying to take pictures.
Yeah.
Always.
But this is, you know, this can be your everyday car, the Huracan. I mean, it really
certainly
is. I'm sure you have customers that drive this car all the time, right?
Every day, yep. And you know, it's amazing. The car just needs a service every 9,000 miles, a simple oil change.
Really?
It's, you know, less than $800 for an oil change, which is pretty reasonable given the cost of the car. This particular car has got a sticker price just under $225,000.
Yeah, the 0 to 60 time in these cars, it's in like the 2s, right?
Yeah, high 2s.
Wow.
So they quote 2.8 for this car, but I bet you, they quote 3, but I bet you it's more like 2.8. The 610, they quote 2.8, but car and driver's gotten 2.5. So it's still downshifts for you, even in Corsa.
Oh yeah,
really
so I didn't have to do anything.
Nope.
Now I'm in first gear.
Yep. Isn't that great?
Yep. And if you saw me drive the Murcielago and stick, you know, even though that was a stick shift and it was an amazing car, you know, it's not the easiest car to drive in the world. You know,
definitely.
You know what I mean? Like, this makes it foolproof. You know, obviously you can't shift as fast. I'm a stick shift manual guy all the way, but I can tell you that, you know, these new transmissions, you couldn't possibly shift as fast as this car shifts. And, you know, it really makes it foolproof. So I probably would drive in Corsa mode all the time just because I want to shift, but I'm sure there's plenty of people that, you know, especially if you're using it as a daily driver. So I'm going to go right up here.
Up there.
Yep.
There. Yep.
Especially if you're using this car as a daily driver, you may not want it in Corsa mode all the time. Go red on red, right?
Yeah. Red on red.
And it's, you know, it's compliant for everyday use. So even this is just,
it's amazing.
Yeah,
it really is.
It has
and over certain bumps too.
Yeah, and you have the nose lift, right? So if you run into any speed bumps,
it raises the nose by about 2.5 inches, and then we'll drop it down automatically after 45 miles an hour.
Oh wow, so that's great.
Yeah.
Our camera.
Hope the GoPro's okay.
Yeah. and the Aventadors go for about 500,000 in that range.
Yeah. So the Aventadors start around 420 base price.
Okay.
Typically equipped, you'll be right at or under 500, or right over 500.
Okay.
Whereas this car, this is the entry point for Lamborghini right now. It starts at $199.
Okay.
This car has got about $25,000 in options, which is very typical for these cars.
Yep.
You know, a 610 starts about $30,000 more. So typically equipped, you're easily at, you know, 275, 270. Spiders are around 300.
Okay.
A Spider 580 is going to be about 240, 250. So this car really brought the market, it opened up a bigger market for the car.
For Lamborghini, right?
Yeah.
So the service is an annual oil change, 1 year or 9,000 miles,
Correct.
right? So if you drove this every day, you'd get to that sooner probably. If you don't drive it much, you're going to do at least once a year. And that's typical on any car, not just...
Sure.
And you said it runs about $800 at the dealership?
Less than $800, which, you know, very reasonable given the, you know, the dollar value of the car.
Yep. And then it was at the 15,000 mile mark?
K, there's then a heftier service, about $5,000.
Okay.
But still, all things considered, it's very reasonable given the price of the car.
Yeah, because if you buy a used exotic car, you're going to spend just as much as that for the service anyway.
Easily.
Yep. And what's the warranty on these cars?
So all new Lamborghinis come with a 3-year unlimited mileage warranty.
Wow. So that's one of the few manufacturers where the miles are unlimited.
I think it is one of the few,
yeah.
Not the only
right.
one. Honestly, I'm not positive. It's a great question.
Yep.
But again, that's how confident they are in the car.
Right, especially a car like this, where somebody could potentially run 30 or 40,000 miles.
They really could, and we'd
yeah.
love them to. We would relish that. We'd
right.
relish them doing that. We want them to get out there and drive the car.
Right.
So really enjoy it.
And you get a nice burble here, a nice pop on the overrun when I let off the gas. Yeah, so if you're looking for a car to drive all the time, this would make a lot of sense because you have it's 3 years unlimited miles. So if you put 20,000 miles a year, which is probably a lot, but I mean potentially you could have 60,000 miles and still be under your bumper-to-bumper warranty, right?
Bumper-to-bumper warranty, yeah. Tires and oil and wipers and maintenance is not included, but it's a great warranty.
Yeah, and another reason to go for the 19-inch wheels because that'll give you, obviously less cost when it comes to replace the tires.
Correct.
And brakes. Obviously, steel brakes will wear out quicker than ceramics, but obviously they'll be cheaper to replace.
Exactly.
How long would ceramics last?
I believe they're almost indefinite. I mean, God, I don't know anyone that's gone through their ceramics yet. Even tracking the car, you get a lot of life out of the pads. Rotors are pretty much lifetime. It's pads that might need to be replaced after maybe 50, 60,000 miles.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Maybe. I'm
right.
taking this guess. Honestly, I would double check with our service department, but I mean, they're just bulletproof, those rotors and pads.
Yeah, and again, it's people must be amazed when they drive this car how usable it is, right? Like it's
every time they drive it.
Yeah, it's not like you're not driving a Countach.
No, every time they drive it, they're expecting it to be way harsher. And it's actually the ride is what really helps sell the car. The ride, the sound, and the fit and finish.
Yeah, so your wife or girlfriend would go in this car. You know, I used to have.
She could drive it.
She could drive it. Yeah, she could drive it. Wow, that's a better sale, right?
Yeah.
You need to buy 2 of them now, one for you and one for your wife.
Yeah.
Now now most people, right, in the United States, most cars are white, gray, and black.
Seems to be.
So are Lamborghinis mainly that color too?
No.
Or do they buy bright colors?
Typically, Lamborghinis are ordered and sold in your bright colors. They play very well in those colors. Your bright greens, your bright yellows, your bright oranges.
Yep.
We sell plenty of black, red, white, and silver.
Yep.
Yellow, green, orange. They sell the quickest though.
The bright ones sell the quickest?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Always.
Yeah, I would probably pick a bright color, certainly. Yeah. I think black's got to be still a pretty dominant color, right?
It is, yes. Yes.
Because Lamborghinis, when you think of a Lamborghini, you think of like a mean black one or a bright colored one.
Yeah. Love that sound.
Yeah, isn't it? That's why nothing beats a normally aspirated motor.
Exactly.
This has stability control and traction control, right?
Yes, it does.
So,
and when you move the modes, that is, kind of lightened a little bit in the Corsa mode.
Okay.
But it does have traction control, stability control.
So it never comes so it gets numbed down in Corsa mode, but never completely off. So still there to save you.
You can turn it off.
Okay.
And that would be in a situation when you'd want to do with a launch of the vehicle. And
sure.
We don't typically do launches in the cars, especially. You need to wait till the car is 1,500 miles. First of all, second of all, you could do as many launches as you want when you own the car.
Yep.
But the launches are all logged.
Gotcha.
So the next buyer of a car can ask the dealer, can you get me a launch log?
Gotcha.
And if you see, I don't know about you, but if I saw 100 launches, I know the car can take it. It's designed to take it.
Yep.
But I think a buyer that sees more launches might be more apprehensive about buying that car. That's just me.
Yeah.
And I'm just throwing it out there. But I know plenty of owners that once they get over that 1,500 miles, they just launch them all day.
Yeah, I would never launch this car. I'm just saying for a buyer. But yeah, it's almost like Porsche and over revs, right? So you can a newer Porsche, not an old one, but you can go onto it and see how many over revs there were.
Correct.
Then there's Type 1, Type 2, all that other stuff.
Yep, same kind of thing.
Yeah. So, but if you didn't care about resale and you just wanted to launch it, all that's covered in your warranty, right? There's nothing that says you can't launch it 1,000 times.
And nothing at all.
Nobody may want to buy your car.
Nissan got in trouble with that, but then they decided to change their minds.
The GTR, right? Yeah. Well, I think they limit, I could be wrong, but I think they limit some launch or limit automatically if the car didn't cool down.
They might, but I know they tried to deny warranty originally. They couldn't do that, from what I understand.
Yeah, and it was very expensive transmission.
Yes. Well, I'm sure the tranny for this is not cheap.
Yeah. Yeah, so here you think of, Lamborghini as, a brute, and it still is a brute, but it's also, it's up to date with modern technology as well.
Oh, sir.
Yeah.
I think the only thing this car is missing is those blind spot monitors.
Right.
Add that to this car and it's...
There you go. That'll just make you drive faster and weave out of in lanes more, right?
Sure. What's wrong with that?
I have a GLA 45 AMG that's kind of like also as my daily driver, and it has the blind spot monitoring. And I can tell you, every time it tells me don't go, and I go anyway. It's so conservative. Yeah. Maybe there's a way you could set it, but like
there's probably a setting. There's probably a soft, like a medium.
Yep, we got somebody on there right there. But the way, okay, cool. The way, the way I drive, it's always like, Glenn, stop doing that.
Sometimes the safety nets are good. Sometimes they're not so good.
Right. It's got to work for everybody, I guess.
Exactly. So you can put it right back where it was.
Okay.
That'd be perfect.
All right. So now we're going to go in reverse in a Lamborghini. So is there a backup camera?
Yeah, when you put it in reverse, it'll pop up.
Oh, wow.
It should pop up. Might be, pull it up, pull up.
Pull up.
Now let's see, does it go full screen? Because no, it doesn't go full screen, but watch this.
Oh,
so
wow.
now we show the split screen mode, but watch this. I can actually push and hold and give you full screen backup camera.
Wow.
Which is really cool.
Wow, so then there's no reason not to drive this car every day. In the Murcielago, there was no backup camera. And you look, you even got sensors, front and rear. I'm going to be conservative, so I'm going to leave it right there. Yeah, and then we're just going to press it and park.
Yep.
And then we just would start stop. So stop button too.
Yep.
Now this, I think you could actually start it without lifting
Either one.
it. So
yeah, they give you the option.
The Aventador, you have to right?
lift it.
Okay.
Yep.
This is the end of our review on this 2017 Lamborghini Huracan. So we've had a flurry of Lamborghinis on the channel, and man, these are convincing me that this is the car that you guys got to buy. So I'm going to leave this car is for sale. I'm going to leave a link in the description. Special thank you to Alan from Prestige Lamborghini in Paramus, New Jersey. I'll leave a link in the description of this video below. So be sure to be subscribed so you don't miss these videos. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Leave a positive comment below and share this video with your friends so our channel can grow. Thanks again for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time.